Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So as you can probably read on the screen, it's quads and glutes, baby. So I've decided to just make this video really short and sweet. I'm gonna go over a little bit of the technique on each one of the exercises, but other than that, you won't see much of me. So hopefully this will be useful for your training and you'll get enough out of it. Don't mind the raise in butt. It's actually super important that you squeeze your butt as hard as you can when you're doing that pelvic tilt at the top of the movement. You want to get your squat as deep as possible without curling your tailbone under, and make sure that your knees are tracking over your toes. One thing to note for any sort of lunge movement, I like to make sure that both of my knees are hitting about 90 degrees. That means I try to avoid my knee going over my toes in my front leg, and I definitely avoid my back leg touching the ground. That would be actually really bad for your joints. And switch up the leg. Hopefully you'll be able to tell what I'm saying about the 90-degree angle in this clip more clearly, because I think it looks pretty obvious from what I'm seeing that I'm hitting that 90 at the front and that 90 at the back. With the same Smith machine, don't worry about switching up the weight. If you feel like the weight is a little bit light for you, then you can always increase time or repetitions. Avoid sort of making things more difficult for yourself and stick with the same machine. This will make things so much more efficient and so much better. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, halfway, down, up, and again. Honestly guys, crucial to keep a neutral spine on this one. Make sure you control the movement really nicely. You want to get that pelvic tilt at the top to get the maximum squeeze out of your glutes, but maintain that neutral spine. You can also modify this exercise and actually place your hands on the ground as if you were about to do a plank. So just put your hands on the ground. All you want to make sure of is that your body is basically resting on the one leg at the bottom, and the whole movement of that leg raise is coming straight from your glutes. I actually like to include a little bit of tricep work the day after chest. This is just me. If you feel like you don't need to do this, just completely cut it out. So if you've noticed, this was exercise 2C, single arm tricep pushdowns, and again this was all a triset, so no rest until you're done with the pushdowns. I'm sorry about this view. What can you do? You gotta get the racing butt. For these ones, similarly to the Smith machine Sumo stance pulses, I like to place my foot a little bit diagonal just so I make sure I'm getting activation through my glutes by pushing down through my heel. So I'm making sure that I'm minimizing my quad activation by really sort of lifting up my toes a little bit and pushing through my heel. Squeeze your bum bum! Yo, if you're still watching this, it's definitely a good sign. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much for sticking around and keeping up with my things. I am gonna try to provide you guys with as much resources as I can, as many resources as I can. I'm Spanish, I'm sorry. So if you guys actually want to see more of something specific, please let me know. I will continuously put up my split, so I'm doing 5 days per week of training, and I'm gonna be continuously putting those up. I'm gonna try to stick to this format of video, as long as obviously you guys like it, because I do find people don't have too much time to spend on YouTube, and so I'm gonna try to make them short and sweet so you guys can just get the stuff and yeah, and hopefully make something for yourself. So it's a pretty complex program, but it's definitely gonna get the results. Anyway, thank you again for watching, and as I've said before, I'm really happy to receive positive criticism and feedback because I do want to make these really, really good, and I probably can't do that without hearing back from you guys. So if you do have a second, feel free to drop down a message. Please be kind. I am new to this. I'm trying my best. So far, so good. But yeah, thank you again, and stay tuned. There's a lot more coming your way. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, give it a thumbs down if you didn't, and yeah, I guess subscribe down there or up there.